We are on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. Our first guest lining up for us doesn't want people to know that he's a serial entrepreneur, but we're going to stick to one business this morning. Is Chris Burden of Bluwire Group. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
And tell us about Bluwire Group.
Bluwire is it's a retail company based in U.S. airports. We started off with kiosks in Orlando International, and now we worked up to 17 stores in 6 out of the top 10 airports in the U.S. Over $15 million of revenue, 70 employees, and started from the ground up, kiosks all the way to the to a competitive company in the industry.
And what are you selling?
We primarily sell electronics, anything accessorizing, cell phones, computers, laptops, travel accessories, bags, briefcases, anything connected with technology and to serve the business traveler.
So I'm just guessing because of my purchases. So when I bought my new earphones, was that probably from you?
I have some large competitors, but there's a decent chance that I got you.
Very good. Now, how did you get into that business? It's there's some additional bureaucracy in getting into airports versus normal retail. Isn't that correct?
Well, the good and the bad of the business is the bureaucracy is a nice it's a nice deterrent from some of the larger corporations that getting involved in the airports. There's a huge amount of red tape, a huge amount of operational challenges between fingerprinting and FBI background checks of all your employees, to parking and ingress-egress of products through security. So some of the larger companies have stayed out of the business, and some of the smaller companies like myself have been able to deal with managing around the bureaucracy and coming up with a formula to really succeed in the airports.
And you started out in Orlando. Why did you go there as a first?
My partner and I are based in South Florida. We were actually selling franchises of a cell phone company, multi-carrier cell phone company, 200 units. So I was developing South Florida with about 15 stores. My partner and I were stuck in Atlanta on about a 6-hour delay, and saw a competitor, myself, today, selling all of our high margin items, just ringing the cash register. So we came up with an idea and started knocking on doors, and we got our first opportunities at kiosks.
So how long did it take you to develop the first rollout of the kiosks in the airports and such?
They called us up and said, we have an opportunity, you got to open next week.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So we quickly came up with a brand, contemporary name, a logo, and started working ourselves, 15-hour days, 3 days on, 3 days off. And it was a very tough but a good beginning.
I love the name, Bluwire. How did you come up with that?
We just wanted to stay away from a lot of the, tech for takeoff and the kind of trendy names. We wanted to have a little more contemporary look. We wanted to, it was a play off Blu-ray, a play off blue skies in the airport. Naming a company is maybe the most difficult thing. Like naming a child's not easy. So we kind of rolled the dice and went with it.
Is it a very competitive market?
Brutally competitive. My competitors are now consolidating up to 100 companies. They've been purchased by large VC companies, unlimited capital, unlimited resources. Our niche is, we're kind of the New York boutique-y brand. Our stores are a little more expensive to build than our competitors. In my opinion, they're nicer, and the negative when you consolidate is the airports want something new and different. So when you have 120 stores, multiple stores per airport, they want to vary the selection to their passengers.
Sounds like you're a target ultimately.
We fight hard, and our competitors are hitting us on the bids. Not disparaging, but trying to say we're the little guys and we can't compete. They're also hurting us on the product side. Their buying power is so powerful. They're trying to squeeze us out of certain brands. Get exclusivity on product launches. We defend it well, but it's challenging. It's a day-to-day battle.
Chris, if somebody wants to find you at Bluwire, how would they do that?
We have a website, bluwire1.com, and that has all of the company information. And we have a Facebook page and Instagram and all that kind of wonderful stuff.